So it's pretty much a regular game, except you get infested command centers, which you can make infested Terrans out of. And you get overlords because you need Zerg food supply to make infested Terrans. You get 2 infested command centers, so you can lift them up, do whatever you want. Get a quick gas, like Neblime, aka Not Lemon, is doing right now. Fun fact, Not Lemon loves lemons. Not sure why he's called Not Lemon. I think he should be called Yes Lemon. And this is the first time that Grimeboss is playing an Infested Terran Showmatch. When he heard that money was donated for it, he got quite excited. And we have had Not Lemon play an Infested Terran Showmatch before against Herbmon. The video is on our YouTube. You should check it out. Great games. So both players have gone gas or are getting gas. And as soon as you have 50 gas and 100 minerals, you can make a Infested Terran. And that is what Not Lemon is doing. Grimeboss is floating his command center. Infested command center, excuse me. Somewhere. Here's the first Infested Terran on the map. In all his glory. I believe the gender is male. All its glory. Or their glory. It's 2021 after all. Does 500 damage.
It's the matches I've been waiting for.
Ah, with Grimeboss. Oh my god. Okay. So attacks the barracks. Grimeboss is making his first Infested Terran. While Not Lemon has the second one out.
Has Grimeboss done these Infested Terran maps before?
This is his first one, and he mentioned it in the chat. Let's see how well he does. Okay, so Not Lemon choosing to attack the barracks. I don't know about that. Do you want to go for the workers like Grimeboss is doing? Here he goes. Takes out 2, not bad.
He's still trying to rebuild that wall,
Yeah,
though.
He's trying to get his first barracks out. Oh my god. Oh, got 3. Very nice. Here's another one. So, some strategy needs to be used. Offensively, defensively, to protect against Infested Terrans, to attack with them.
See, he's trying to defend, but...
Oh no! Oh, he just didn't really get that much out of that one, huh? I mean, you could just hang out with your Infested Terran and make... See, that wasn't bad, got 2. And sort of like make all the workers paranoid. Although they could attack your Infested Terran, maybe with 1 or 2. I think Grimeboss has been really maximizing his Infested Terrans potential and targeting workers. He's blocked off his ramp. I don't know why he's... Is that his? Or is that Not Lemon's? No, that's... Oh my god. That's Not Lemon's. Snuck his Infested Terran there somehow. Nicely done. hell
So
is
he hasn't
going
taken
on?
over the bottom infested Terran.
This is Grimeboss's, and isn't
Oh.
this Grimeboss's? What the hell is going on? No, that's not lemons. Oh my god. I'm a little confused because we have more than 4 infested command centers, it seems. We got one over here. That's not lemons. This should be not lemons. This is Grimeboss's, right? And this should be Grimeboss's. A little confusing. And not lemon taps out. Grimeboss takes the
After
first
losing
gank.
all of his SCVs almost.
Okay, not bad. Grimeboss gained the hang of it. He knows this show match is worth money, so he's gonna give it his all.
Well, I like here that he starts out with the infested Terran, so he's forced to, you know, use them.
Oh, you know what happened? I think Not Lemon claimed Grimeboss's infested command center with his overlord, because Grimeboss hadn't claimed it.
That's some shenanigans.
Well, I told Grimeboss you have 2 of these babies and you need to claim it. So this game he has. Last game he did not, so that explains it. There wasn't an extra infested command center. It was just Grimeboss's, which was taken over by Not Lemon. So this game, Not Lemon, is going to block off with 2 infested command centers. And when you do that, and you make your infested Terrans, they spawn outside of your natural, which is nice. But you don't have that luxury in the bottom spot, because your infested Terrans spawn inside your natural. You would have to lift off your command centers to get them out. But Grimeboss is sending one of his infested command centers across the map. Is he gonna land it somewhere there? Or try to sneak it into his opponent's base? Nope. Lands it.
Does he
He's
just
got-
sort of proxy it?
Yeah, I think as soon as he got 50 gas, he just made it. Look at him go! If you attack the middle, then you attack both of them. Smart. A lot of splash damage. But they also rejuvenate health. Got another one being made. Grimeboss making barracks. Okay, so this time he didn't attack the center. Just went for the side.
But still, he's doing a lot of damage.
He's given up on that strategy though, and he's lifting up his infested command center.
I wonder if he's going to float it inside the base.
I think that's a pretty strong strategy. And one of the ways you could probably stop it is by getting your worker and parking underneath it so it can't land. If you see it in time. And that takes some micro. I don't think Not Lemon's gonna see it. He is making his own infested. Oh, see, he tried to get his SCV under there, so it couldn't land. Alright, so this is an emergency here. You don't want one of these babies in your bases. They do take like a good minute to make it. Being followed up by factories. Let's see where the infesty spawns. Oh, it was trapped and Grimeboss had to lift off, I think. Going from the side. SCV's reacting. Oh, a vulture.
Picks off one, but I don't think it was worth it with the amount of damage it took.
Where else could he have gone? The vulture really puts a lot of pressure on you. It's got a good range, a few hits, and you're dead. So we did miss Not Lemon's attack with an Infested Terran. It killed a depot and another one that was being made. My apologies. Grimeboss doing some scouting with his Infested Command Center. Empty bunks. You can invest in tanks and Goliaths, or you could invest in Infested Terrans and cheaper units to absorb hits so you can sneak in your Infested Terrans and kill the tanks and Goliaths. I mean, they do 500 damage. We got a dropship, my friends. I think you can
do damage.
Yeah, I don't think Grimeboss has any anti-air. Oh, he's about to get some Goliaths out though, right? He's got one out. $500 damage, here we go. Oh my god. Is he just gonna take out the command center? He did it.
Oh. Ooh, that was expensive.
For 100 minerals and 50 gas each. Yeah, you get your money's worth. And you can fit, I think, 8. The dropship. Grimeboss looks like he's going to lose one of his infested command centers. Is he gonna make an infesty? Doesn't look like it. If you kill an Overlord and your opponent isn't Zerg, then they can't make Infested Terrans, and we got some more drops here. Now this is something we don't see much, an Infested Terran for defense. It's like Grimeboss is going to lose that.
Oh, it's such a waste though.
If you don't use it, you lose it, buddy.
I don't know.
I hate seeing him die, man. It's tragic. Infested Terrans are like the only show matches where I'll root for like both players. And not even the players, just the Infested Terrans. I don't care who made them. Not Lemon giving us what we want to see. Infested Terrans in action. Oh, look at that liftoff, though. Takes the control tower. It's gonna go for the depots. Oh, he's shopping right now. You see that?
Yeah.
He's like, well, what can I do with this baby? I got time. There's no rush. And that's what an infested Terran
I
is.
thought that was good.
Oh my god, Grimeboss has a dropship of his own. And Not Lemon is assuming that there's infested Terrans in there. Which is funny. Picks up the infested Terran. Is he gonna pick up the Goliath? Oh, he's gonna drop one. Oh my god, that was nicely done. Oh, if he drops one right now, it's major, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they bumped into each other. That's unfortunate.
But still, it was worth it.
The best time to get workers is when they're all traveling to like one mineral patch. Because they're all clumped together, you can just get them all. I get pretty excited when I see that, sorry guys. Should probably see a psychiatrist about that. Fetish for seeing workers killed by infested Terrans. Okay, so I think Not Lemon there wasn't sure what to do. There's really no workers to drop on. Grimeboss really brought it back with that drop though, because he was behind. He lost his main. I should mention that Grimeboss is an S rank player, right? And Not Lemon is a fantastic player, but I believe he's a B rank. I think skill does, and in some ways doesn't play into how well you can do an Infested Terran Showmatch. Not Lemon's got the high ground, he's gonna back away, that was nicely done. Loses one tank. Oh, look at this. He's gotta be careful though.
Is Grimeboss starting to play this as a traditional Terran versus Terran?
And I think that's where he would be mistaken. You think he would have learned something from that drop, which was fantastic.
Or last game when he did really well with his infested.
Only reason he won. It's really sad when I see overlords dying. Guys, don't scout with your overlords. If they die, you can't make any infested turns. Not Lemon just plunging in there. 2 infested Terrans. Okay, is he gonna go for it? Yeah, he is. Let's see him in action. There you go. It's a pretty good trade because it costs 100 minerals and 50 gas. A tank costs 150 minerals and 100 gas. So we just spiced up the TVT with infested Terrans, basically. Now this is a traditional drop. I don't know if I approve of this.
Yeah, I feel like this is turning into a regular TVT, but why would he camp out so many siege tanks just across the map randomly?
Try to contain him, I guess.
Contain the infested is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. They're both kind of doing the same thing. Nothing really makes sense to me unless I see infested Terrans. I mean, dropping infested Terrans on tanks is just beautiful. You see how they're clumped together? All you gotta do is drop one, and they're both dead. So you would be a fool not to invest in infested Terrans. Having said that, I don't know where... Yeah, Grimeboss does have one. It's here. Not Lemon has both of his. Let's grab the third. Our SCV count is kind of high. Supply is similar. Although Purple has 10 more workers. Grimeboss getting +1. Destroying the contain. See, when you have a bunch of units like that clumped together, they're just perfect targets for infested Terrans. I mean, the whole concept of infested Terran, you can find it in like kamikazes, right? Or, I'm sorry to mention this, suicide bombers or whatever. They do maximum damage for minimum amount of resources.
But I still feel like with this is people aren't used to it and it's not part of the meta. So I feel like right here people are falling back into what they are used to.
Which is mistaken when the infested Terran does so much damage and you can easily incorporate it. The only challenge is making sure they don't die quickly, but several fixes for that. You know, you send in other units to absorb hits. See? Look, Not Lemon's about to prove it. Okay, so he did get 2 Goliaths, but I think they bumped into each other. They're not very easy to use. Looks like he's gonna clean up though. Grimeboss seems to be biting the hand that feeds him, and by that I mean not making infested Terrans, because that's what brought him back into this game, was that infested Terran drop earlier on.
I gotta wonder how much supply has Not Lemon devoted to just siege tanks being camped out around the map.
He's got a bunch of mines. TVT kind of plays out like this, except there's no infested Terrans. See, Not Lemon doesn't really have much anti-air, so I would personally make, you know, 1 dropship filled with 4 infested Terrans. If you drop them here, these things are all dead. One of the nice
Boss teching up with a whole bunch of buildings, but nothing interesting. Then Lemon is building 1 infested.
I think one of the nice things about our custom format show matches is it forces players to be creative, to use the meta that they know, but also think of something new to adapt to the map or format or whatever. And whoever's more creative and effective with the strategy and build they devise is gonna win. Right now we're seeing a B rank play an S rank. They both had infested Terrans that they could use. And you could say in some sense that Not Lemon has proved to be very creative and effective with the way that he's used infested Terrans. Looks like Grimeboss is getting the lead here. Not Lemon's units are kind of spread out and he's just picking them apart. +1 attack for Grimeboss. +1 for Not Lemon. Oh, that's going to be quite sad. I hope there's another Overlord somewhere, otherwise...
No, I think his other one also got blown up because he was using a scout. Oh, there it is. Just past it.
So he's got one Overlord. Oh, there's his other one. Maybe Grimeboss lost his Overlords. That's why he hasn't made them. Saving infested command center.
But it's just turning into a battle of attrition with the siege tanks.
We can only hope that we'll see infested Terrans. We did see quite a few earlier on. Probably the greatest moments of this game were when infested Terrans were being used and dropped. Seems like purple is being overrun. Oh my god, look at that.
Jump on down to the 3 o'clock.
He is losing.
I'm surprised he didn't lift off that command center though.
Ooh, nice mine. And we got a GG from purple. (2-0) for Grimeboss. I'm joined by Is This Discord, who created the concept of infested Terran show matches and donated money so we can organize these lovely, wonderful events to give some variety to our stream. Shout out to Lucky Noob. Got Lemon on top. Grime on the bottom. A good sign.
Another proxy infested coming out, so
I like the early game enthusiasm for infested Terrans. What I don't like is mid to long game saying, okay, I've had enough with infested Terrans. I just want Terrans. You gotta have infested Terrans, man. In theory, you shouldn't even have 20-minute games. If you're just getting a quick gas and making infested Terrans, you should just be sending them off. It should just be a never-ending line of infested Terrans marching up and down the map until a victor is proclaimed. See, the gas is being taken. I think Grimeboss has a certain timing down. Lemon is scouting with his Overlord. I don't know if I like that as much. I know he's a very experienced and smart player, and they're both scouting with their Overlord. But I hope they don't lose him, because you wouldn't be able to make infesties anymore. They give you Zerg food supply. So here we got a proxy in your base, and Not Lemon is trying to block it with his SCV. Mining some gas. Grimeboss definitely has enough gas for an infested Terran, but he's not able to use any of that. Nice block from Lemon. Grimeboss is not making any infesties from his other command center. You do have 2, and if you're good at multitasking, take advantage of it. Still trying to land the command center. Might be moving towards the natural. And if the SCV moves there, he might move back, but it's so slow that I think he's going to be caught off guard, and the Marine might be going underneath it, so he can't land. Now he's going back and trying to deke out.
I hope he can land it in time.
And we got a Marine. It's racing to go underneath it. Is it going to land? Boom. The Marine, unfortunately, was unable to move underneath command center. It's taken a lot of damage though. Engineering bay being made. I think it's going to be trapped. Unless it lifts off. And it did. Oh my god, look at that deke. Huge deke by Grimeboss. And I think he got 4 SCVs. That was totally worth it.
4 or 5. It was absolutely worth it.
And he doesn't lose his command center, which is rejuvenating slowly. Meanwhile, 2 factories up in SCV count. Definitely owes his lead to the infested Terran, which, if he didn't pull off, wouldn't have been good for him. So there's some risks involved there.
He is risking his 1 Overlord coming in. He's flying it in there to scout.
There it is. Not Lemon has a small army of his own. Pretty sweet one. Some Marines. Look how fast that infested is. It's sort of being stalled by the Marines. There it goes. Yeah, they're blocking it from really showing its full potential as a racer. Look at it go.
I wonder if Grimeboss will be able to counter it.
Got tanks. Lemon's gonna have to back off.
Siege mode is still being researched, so...
Grimeboss with the sneaky command center.
I don't know if it's gonna last.
It's been spotted. He knows it. I would have liked to see a starport because I feel it is so effective early on. Dropping infesties. And Grimeboss is worried about that. But we don't have a starport from either player. If you want to co-cast the games, hop into the open casting channel of our Discord and join us. Our casting is always open to the public. It's supposed to be a fun event, so get your asses in here if you can. Got a pretty standard looking game right now. Third factory being made by Grimeboss, and there's the beautiful starport. Hoping to see a dropship. Grimeboss getting some scouting done with his overlord. And he's trying to get a third, apparently. Not Lemon saw this. I think when it was just building, he could have attacked it with his Infesty. And it would have been a pretty good trade. 400 minerals right there.
Yeah, but I'm not sure why he would like sleep on it though.
I'm guessing he missed the opportunity. Or he thinks there's tank siege back there. Ooh. Mines are so close. Oh my god. Very nice. Little ambush on the side.
I was still expecting it to do more damage than what it pulled off though. It only got a handful of units.
Yeah. Maybe if he had some more units absorbing hits, they wouldn't have died to the tanks.
What's that floating over in the like 9 o'clock position? No, that's 3 o'clock.
Is there something floating down there?
Go up a little bit.
Talking about his infested command center here?
No, something is floating coming down, and it's now at like 8 o'clock. Other side of the map.
Oh, you're talking about the tank push here. My apologies. This is a nice place to tank somebody in. And we have a drop from Grimeboss. Nice reaction from Not Lemon. Oh my god. Oh god, yes. No! Oh, it could have been beautiful. Oh my god.
That was good.
Yeah, that was awesome. Totally worth it.
Grimeboss finally getting the handle on these infested Terrans.
They're too good not to be used. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Lost an Overlord. Sucks. I mean, his natural is just open to be dropped, right? With Infesties.
He's got a few mechs guarding it, but nothing much.
Grimeboss took precautions. He does not want to be dropped. Ooh. I don't know about this. Ooh, he lost a lot of units. Yeah, that wasn't the kind of push that Grimeboss was looking for. I mean, he could have just went around. There's no need to go up this way.
Is it a drop coming? Oh no.
Does he have a starport? Yeah, he just made one. He hasn't been making infested Terrans though. Boom shakalaka. I think there should be a version of this game where if you don't make infested Terrans, like one per 3 minutes, 5 of your workers die or something. Would that be funny?
Or maybe the price of the unit changes. Like all your other units get more expensive.
Yeah, well, I don't know which one would be worse for players. Your workers mysteriously dying or having to pay more for other units. Forcing players to make them. I mean, a recommendation was made where infested Terrans would just spawn. But if you do create it that way, then you wouldn't have things like a proxy infested command center. Being able to wall off with them. Or kind of watching them when they're in production with the lights blinking and stuff.
I also feel like then you could just play your normal TVT and then, oh look, I have some bonus units.
Yeah. As opposed to planning how you're going to make them. Like any other unit.
Because otherwise the entire build order is the same as opposed to rushing early gas.
Yeah, you just added infested Terrans to your army, basically. There's nothing about like build orders or timings. All that stuff is taken away from it. I agree. I think there is a lot of strategy and stuff behind these things. Depending on how you approach it. So you could have a B rank player like Lemon playing an S rank player like Grimeboss. And it might even out a bit. it's an interesting thing, you know, like a lot of players are really good at it, but if you take away their builds and just the standard meta or whatever you want to say it. Oh, there's a GG from not lemon. Grimeboss takes it 3-0.
Oof.
I want to say that they're kind of helpless. You know what I mean? Like they're just hung out to dry. They don't know what to do. Island maps are kind of interesting for that reason. I don't think they're stupid. I don't know if they're totally imbalanced. They might be, okay, guys? But I'm just saying it does force someone to be creative and to actually, you know, set a build themselves. And I think very few players are actually good at doing that. All the builds that exist, I'm assuming, and I've heard that they were developed by pro gamers. And like individuals, not like the whole group of them. You know what I mean? So these kind of custom format show matches are not a bad like mental activity exercise. They really force you to kind of think and put together a strategy, a plan. And I've seen players who are really good at thinking about it and executing it, like Lemon, Body. And there's players that are really good at it too, like Hermon's done very well on it, so has Dreamer and other players. I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone, but some, I think, like that creative aspect of it.
And with that, I'm gonna head to bed, so good night.
Have a good night.